From the new Godzilla anime film to Crunchyroll's parent company's mass layoff, I'm your host, AnimeSam, and this is AniNews. Welcome back to another episode of AniNews, everyone. I've got quite a few previews and movie announcements for today, since it has been quite a while since my last full news video. I've also added in a timeline to the beginning of my videos now, so that you'll be able to know right from the get-go what I'll be covering and what time they're at. So if you need to, just pause the video right here, and you can see the full extent of today's news coverage. So to start us off, I have a recently released preview for a new original anime produced by Studio TBS. It's called Action Heroine Cheer Fruits. The premise for this anime seems simple enough. The setting is a city that's known for producing fruit, but it's losing its excitement. So the story follows the youth of the city as they try to bring back the city's excitement. The next preview was my personal favorite for today. Studio production IG's Kuroko no Basket released another preview for their upcoming movie Last Game. This is based off the manga chapters that were completed last year. The movie is set to air on March 18th, so if you want to see a nice little extra something from the Kuroko franchise, this is definitely the movie for you. Now I have a preview for the second season of the ONA series Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt. This will most likely be a continuation of the battles between the Principality of Zeon and the Earth Federation in the Thunderbolt sector of space. This is set to air starting March 24th for a total of 4 episodes. Next on the list, I have the preview for the anime adaptation of the PS Vita game Kenka Bancho Otome, and it will be called Girl Beats Boys. This Project Number 9 production will revolve around the life of a young girl by the name of Hineko Nakaya, who enters an all-boys delinquent high school with her newfound twin brother. Each episode will only be 10 minutes long and is set to premiere this April. Now I have the trailer for the first part of a 6-part film series serving as the prequel to the TV anime Yuki Yuna is a Hero. So, if you don't already know, this is another magical girls show where the schoolgirls become magical girls and fight monsters that threaten their city. There's probably a darker twist to the show, so don't be surprised, since there's always some cost to becoming a magical girl, like, always. Finally, I have the trailer for the upcoming Manglobe and Geno Studio film, Genocidal Organ. This is an adaptation of the manga Gyakusetsu Kikan, in which the setting is a world in which the War on Terror has taken a much more serious turn. So every leading democracy has become a surveillance state, and the developing countries have become areas of genocide. The story follows the protagonist as he attempts to find the person behind the collapse of society. The movie is set for a release on February 3rd. Now moving on to the announcements, the comedy manga Yuru Camp by Afro is getting an anime adaptation. It was also recently announced that the Taiwanese comic Frankenstein Family will be getting a TV anime adaptation in fall of 2017. This one revolving around a family in which the parents experimented on 4 of the 5 children, splicing their genes with dog, plants, spiderwebs, and mind reading. It seems like a fairly interesting story, and it's definitely something new, so I'd be pretty excited to see how this one turns out. Moving on, the 4th installment in the Full Metal Panic series got a visual and a title. It's going to be called Invisible Victory, and is set to air in the fall 2017 season. We also got some concept art for the upcoming Godzilla anime film by Polygon Pictures. So from what I can tell, there appears to be a futuristic theme going on here. So I think that it'd be pretty interesting to see some heavy-duty mechs fighting Godzilla toe-to-toe Pacific Rim style, if you know what I mean, right? Finally, the anime and manga Trinity 7 is getting a film in February titled Eternity Library to the Alchemic Girl. There are a couple of trailers already out, so I'll leave those in the description along with links to everything else that I've mentioned today. Now for the only newsworthy story from over the past few days, which I'm pretty sure that most of you have already heard since I'm kinda really late on this one. But anyway, according to an article from the Anime News Network, Crunchyroll's parent company Elation laid off a total of 17 employees from Crunchyroll last Wednesday. The CEO, Tom Pickett, stated that they closed an acquisition to expand the size of their engineering team as part of a company restructuring effort, resulting in them having to lay off 17 employees. They also stated that it was not a reflection of their overall business, but rather the best path towards continued growth. So, what exactly does this all mean? Allow me to try to explain it as best as I can. Elation, the company that owns Crunchyroll, is in the middle of making some major changes, one of those being an attempt to increase the number of engineers that they have. They did this by doing an acquisition which involved them buying and taking control of another firm, either through majority stock or through cash. meaning that in order to afford this acquisition, they probably had to cut some people from the paycheck, which just happened to be the 17 from Crunchyroll. Now, do I think that Elation is making the right decision for Crunchyroll? Most likely, because it's their business and they wouldn't do something to intentionally sink it. But was it fair to the employees that got laid off? Probably not, especially since they helped build the company up over the past few years. But once again, things are changing in the anime industry, and I'm pretty excited to see where it goes, so I'll probably just trust them on this one. Now for the final segment of the day, the featured video. An official video showing the key animation and CGI breakdown of Fate Grand Order and the Kara no Kyokai series was released. It's pretty cool to get to look into the work that goes behind making some of the best looking anime, so if you would like to see the rest of the video, the link will be in the description below. So that's going to wrap up today's episode of AniNews. Today's episode was a little bit longer than usual, but it has been about a week since my last proper news video. I also just wanted to thank everyone for helping me reach 100 subscribers, and I really hope that we can continue to grow together. And if you want to help me grow as well, you can always, share my channel around. That'd be pretty cool too, I guess. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and if you want to see more of this type of anime news content, then you already know what to do. So this is AnimeSam, and until next time, ciao.